Hello, my friend. Today is the next monster in the game Monster Hunter Wilds. This time we're going to fight a monster that looks like a huge rooster. This is Quematrice. To make armor from this monster, you will have to defeat it several times. And although the enemy is not too scary and serious, today we will talk about what to expect from this giant and how to deal with it. Quematrice is a brute wyvern covered in mainly green scales with red and blue stripes. Like most brute wyverns, it has short arms and large hind legs used for locomotion. It has reddish-orange crests around its eyes, a large comb atop its head, and a wattle on its throat, giving it the appearance of a cockatrice. It has an unusually large tail draped in layers of loose skin, from which it emits a highly flammable oil that can ignite with friction. Quematrice's most defining trait is the flammable oil it emits from its tail. This oil, when struck, ignites both the environment and anything unlucky enough to be too close. Quematrice can sweep its tail across the ground to create large waves of fire to burn its enemies. It is known for being rather aggressive and has a tendency to fight smaller monsters over carrion. As for tactics, in a battle with Quematrice, you just need to learn one combo of your character. I like to play ranged characters, but it's not that important. I like the fact that you can dodge the monster's attacks while gaining distance. But of course, this drags out the battle a bit. Melee players deal much more damage and can defeat monsters faster. To each his own. The tactics are simple. It's enough to use a tracer arrow that makes a mark, then repeatedly amplify the attack with several arrows to hit the point that is marked. I repeat this attack one after another. Of course, in between, I have to run a lot and run away from enemy attacks. It's good that the location allows you to move freely around. Quematrice's most dangerous attack is its tail. When he waves it, he not only deals a lot of damage, but also sets everything around him on fire. You need to stay away from fire. It takes away health very quickly. Of course, the game has special buffs that increase resistance to fire damage. But Quematrice is a monster from the very beginning of the game. Most likely, you haven't figured out all these buffs and upgrade jars yet, so if Quematrice sets you on fire, make several jumps to the side in a row. By dodging actively, you seem to put out the fire with air. I also advise you to keep a close eye on your partner's actions. From time to time, the cat sets very useful traps. If you manage to notice them and get the monster into it, you will get a few seconds during which you can deal damage without worrying about defense. In general, the battle cat is very useful, so I advise you to upgrade its armor and weapons whenever possible. In addition to the damage it deals to the enemy, it heals you when your health bar drops too low. The cat is also an effective distraction. At this time, you can use any health or health refill jars, or simply choose a convenient place to perform a few well-aimed combo attacks. Like most monsters, Quematrice will change location from time to time. When he runs away, you can restore your health. I advise you not to hesitate and catch up with the monster as soon as possible so that it does not rest from the battle. Also, remember that you have a limited amount of time to kill each monster. You won't be able to fight passively and wait for the right moment. You need to do as much damage to the enemy as possible in a short time. Therefore, if you have some problems with this monster, I advise you to visit a training camp and thoroughly develop your character's skills. In battle, you have to use them automatically. For Quematrice, it's enough to know and be able to use only one combo attack. Gradually, I advise you to learn all the others, which will increase your arsenal of options and greatly simplify the game. Once again, I thank the cat for the trap. Several dozen more units of damage were inflicted on the enemy. Only later do you realize how useful this cat is. In this battle, you can see that my health and stamina are low. I still haven't figured out what it depends on, but you'd better not make the same mistakes I did. Before every battle with monsters, you should eat, and if you don't have food, you should make it. You will increase your health and endurance, which greatly affects your survivability in battle. In this fight, I was severely lacking in stamina. The final indicator was less than half, and it really hindered me. In the following fights, I did not allow this to happen. You can see in the video that I noticed the trap too late, and when I tried to lure Quematrice there, He just told me that he was not that stupid, packed up and ran to another location. I chased after him, but along the way, I noticed that my fighting cat did not leave the trap in the middle of the field. He took the trap with him to use it the next time. I'm surprised at how smart this cat is. The more I play Monster Hunter Wilds, the more it seems to me that the main character is not me, but my war cat. What a cute companion. Well, the battle with Quematrice is coming to an end. It was another interesting monster, not so dangerous and formidable, but for the initial training and understanding of battle tactics, it is an ideal enemy. Before moving on in the story, I advise you to complete the quest for Quematrice several times and make yourself some better armor. More formidable enemies are waiting for you, and you need to prepare yourself as much as possible to meet them. If you like the game Monster Hunter Wilds and want to see more interesting videos of this game, subscribe to my channel. Also, like the video, and I'll prepare a video of the next monster I meet in the game for you. If you have any questions about the game, leave a comment. We have a fairly well-developed community that will help you sort out the difficulties. I also recommend watching my previous video where I showed how I defeated Chatacabra. See you in Monster Hunter Wilds, my friend.